What's up, snipers, and welcome back to our Minnesota Wild GM mode. So in last episode we had the off season, which wasn't really a busy one. We only signed one player, and that was Glenn Fairchild, because we couldn't really afford anybody else because we're really tight on cap space. And then also I looked at the end, and our defensive core is extremely weak. Like, Jacobs should be our 7th defenseman until it could be playing. Huey, I would rather send Dan back to the minors, right? So we're going to probably make one trade at least, just to hopefully make our defensive core a bit stronger, because I don't think we could win a cup with this defensive core. And yeah, so let's get into the trade that we're going to make. So this one's going to be with the Philadelphia Flyers. I don't know if it's going to go through or not. I haven't tested it out yet, so basically what we're going to be sending to Philadelphia, we're going to be getting rid of one of our forwards because we have a lot of forwards. So we're going to get rid of Thomas Albaline. Another one of these guys that's pretty decent, but like we didn't really need to re-sign him because I would rather be playing somebody like Baran over him, because Baran's younger and he could still grow. So we're going to get rid of Albaline, and we're going to go to the Philadelphia Flyers. And then we're also going to pick up from the Flyers. We're going to pick up a defenseman named Bryce Miller. This guy's an 82, so he could play alongside of Kent Hodges, and he's only got 1 year left as well, so we might not re-sign him next year if we can't afford it, but he's just here to help strengthen our defensive core and maybe go for a second straight Stanley Cup. But as you can see, the trade value is like woefully insufficient, if what you will. So basically, to get this deal to go through, we're going to actually also have to give up some of our draft picks. So we're going to give up our second. I don't know if that's going to go through. It looks pretty even for the most part. But if it doesn't, we might have to add like another 7th round pick or something just to make this deal go through. So let's see if it does. And it's going to be accepted. Nice. No, I don't want to move Tilda and Yolona down. I'll call them back up though, but still, there you go. There's our first trade. We're going to go to roster moves for a second. I think Miller should help us out. Okay, so did they actually put Till down in minors? No, they didn't kick it. I don't think so. Auto fix roster. I'll edit the lines and stuff afterwards. Okay, so now we also need a defensive partner probably to play alongside Tillett, because currently he'd be playing with Jacobs, and I want to use Jacobs more as that depth guy. Like I said, we used him last year as a depth guy, and he was really good at it. So I'm going to try and make another deal. I don't know if any of these are going to go through or how it's going to work out, because I haven't actually pre-scouted this trade. So I do know there is, where is he? Sort by overall. So there was this Hedstrom guy from Montreal. He's a 78 top 6 defenseman. He's still young, so he could still grow. And he's on a 1 year deal worth just over $1 million, so he's pretty cheap too. So in order to get him, I guess we're going to have to give away maybe another forward so we could play somebody like Yolonen. I was thinking, what could we do? I don't want to give up Kilger just yet. Kilger I signed for 1 more year, right? 2 years. Tommy Kilger might be that type of guy we have to move out. There's also some prospects I wouldn't mind moving out, but we could always get rid of the guy that we literally just signed in free agency, Fairchild. That might go through. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to try and do, because I'd rather have a stronger defensive core, and then the bottom line being maybe 70s, it's fine with that. So let's see if this goes through. Rejected. Too far off. Okay, we might be able to add a draft pick into this, or what's something that they also like. And there's nothing really else. Any goaltending prospects? They do want Orlando Fletcher, because I could part with a starting goaltender, considering I have a lot of goalies already. That's heavily, though, in our favor, so we might be able to get something back if we get rid of Fletcher. Let's see what else we could get here. Maybe a draft pick. Oh, they only want to give up their 4th and stuff like that. Let's try and steal a 2nd. Yeah, we might be able to get that 2nd round pick as well. Like, I don't really need picks, but like if I want to get some good prospects for the future still, why not? So let's see if this goes through. It rejected. Okay, maybe we could take back a 3rd. Even though that's still heavily third and a fourth. If it doesn't go through, maybe I'll just take a third back. I don't know. There you go. So there is another trade, just helping our defensive core. So now let me edit the lines, guys, and I'll see you back up here in a second. Okay, guys, so we ran into a bit of a cap problem again, trying to call up Hedberg now for some reason. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to even call him up. Maybe we'll call him up if there's an injury problem, that sort of thing, but we're over the cap space if we don't. So we're really, really tight on cap, but our team looks a bit stronger now, at least with Bryce Miller in the lineup. So now here is the forward core, all 80s except for the fourth line, which is fine. And then defensively, we got a pretty solid top four. It's not the strongest. I've seen a lot stronger. Dumba's dropped to an 83, so it's that. And then we also got the top six pairing. Tillet's going to play alongside of Jacobs, I think. Actually, wait, do we want to change that up? Yeah, I think I want to change that up maybe a bit, because I don't want two offensive defensemen playing together necessarily. So let's bring down Miller, actually, and put him with Tillet and then Jacobs with Hodges, just for now, just because I don't want to have the two offensive defensemen playing together and then being really badly minused. And then Chipchar is our depth guys, so, and then AHL looks pretty much the same. Yelonen's down there as well now. So we give Yolan another chance just to play on the top line. He should be NHL bound next season. So we're going to have to probably release a lot of these one-year contracts during free agency if we want to have a good roster. So there's that anyways, and let's just get the season started, and hopefully we do good now with that pickup of Miller. I don't know how good he simulates. I didn't look really at his player stats from when he was with the Flyers. But let's go all the way up to January the 1st. We're going to get, like I said, the entire season done in this episode and get back to the playoffs for the next episode, because I think we should be a playoff team, considering most of the rosters the exact same, except for we did lose a couple players to free agency. So, and we got a scouting assignment to do. I don't even know where to scout. Oh, actually, I looked up though and see who was in the draft this year, and it's funny because the guy that's projected to go in the top 5, his last name is Schultz as well, so he must be Bear's brother. If we had a bad season, I'd draft that guy probably, even though he's another centerman. So I was also checking into where our former players signed, so you guys know. And so Luke Kunin, our former guy, also, like, you know how he went to free agency? Well, he signed with the Carolina Hurricanes, as did Victor Schrader. So the game we just played against Carolina, we literally just beat our former players. Also, Knuble signed with the New Jersey Devils, and our other former player, Tobias Hecht, signed with Colorado. And we are starting off the season actually really good, 7-1-1. Hopefully Miller's playing good. There we go, and we lose to the Flyers, so we lose to a trade that we made, but oh well. Still playing really good hockey. Yeah, I think this team should be pretty automatic. Last year we won the President's Trophy as well with the Cups, so I wouldn't be surprised if we won another. And our AHL team is killing it, 9-3-3 as well, so good stuff. AHL team might make it to the playoffs for back-to-back seasons. You know, I'm going to skip defensemen. That's, I think, what we need more than forwards now, because we'll just pick up forwards in like free agency or whatnot. Holy crap, this team is killing it. 12-2-2. Damn, we're beating everything in our path here. That's like 7 straight wins now, 8 in a row, I think. I don't even know. I've lost track, and then there's a 6-1 loss against Vancouver. And are we going to go back on our winning streak? No, we're not, but we beat Colorado. Almost 20 wins on the season already, and we're not even in December yet. Game against Arizona, it's probably another scouting assignment, right? No, it's that thing, and another win. So we actually have 20 wins already on the season. We're not even at January 1st, and we already probably have a big lead over some teams, but it looks like actually some other teams are playing really good too. So if we want to win another President's Trophy, we got to keep it up. So Baran has been injured till December 19th. We'll just replace player and put in Jaden Chipchura. Chipchura is finally getting to play in the NHL. He's a low elite guy. I signed in free agency 1 year. He hasn't really turned out to be anything that huge, but whatever. How do you play? Actually, Chipchura, out of curiosity, he had 1 assist. Not too bad. Pretty solid for a depth guy. How's Baran playing? 6 points. Okay. Let's just check how our lines are playing. Any minus lines? This first line must be plus. Another plus line. Kilger. Wow, that third line must be killing it. And yeah, the fourth line might be a bit minus. Yeah, they're not that good a plus team, but whatever. They're all 70s. What about Tillett? How is he playing so far in his career? 3 points. He's just getting started though. He's still young. 3 points in 33 games. He's a +4, so he's not actually hurting us either. For an offensive defenseman, Miller, 14 points, and he's got 13 assists, so not too bad of a pickup there. How much years did I say he had? 1 year left. From Norway, Jacobs, how you been playing? 2 goals, only in a -4. Maybe it's his second defensive pairing. Yeah, I think it's his second defensive pairing. So you know what? I'm going to move back Miller up and put these two together because I think Marshall Tillett seems to be playing good defensively. And then Dumba, he's got only 10 points. This might be one of his last seasons. Only 10 points to start the season, but he's a +18. And Ruchin's killing it. 21 points, +19. Not a bad. Our top two still plays good, even though they're kind of weak. Like 83-86 is not the best top two I've ever seen, but it still simulates pretty well. And we all have our medium elite prospects down in the minors, our defensive ones. So I think we're actually going to be a good team for quite a few years now. It should be pretty automatic that we make the playoffs for a couple of years at least. So last month is not as good as the last month, but we're still having a very good record here. Last year we went, I think it was like 50-something, 18-8. So we had a very good season last year. I hope we could get 50 wins again this year. That'd be nice. So up at January 1st, we are 25-10-5. So basically 25-15. Let's take a look at our player stats. And Urkramps is leading the way again. Last year he would have been our leading goal scorer if he didn't get injured. So let's see, 38-40 for Urkramps. Fitzgerald's having a great year, 32-40. Schultz 29-40. Wow, -1 for Fitzgerald. That's weird that the first line has a minus player. Kaprizov 27, Sure 26, and he's on that third line too. Is he liking his ice time? Doesn't say anything about complaining about it, so it must be because of the penalty kill. Haas 24 points, but he's not growing that well. I don't know if that trade was a really good one to make. Ruchin 24, Kilger 15, Miller 15, Malone and Dumba 14, Davidson 13, so on like that. Tillett's got 6 points, +3 now. Jacobs is a -5. Yeah, see, that's why I wanted to use him as a 7th defenseman, because he's pretty solid for a 7th defender. But if we had a better player, like if we could call up Hedberg and like afford him, I would put Hedberg in the lineup. Maybe I could send down Chip Churn and bring up Hedberg. And we use Jacobs as a depth defenseman or depth forward because he's an offensive defenseman. That wouldn't be that bad, but you know what? I think I might do that because that might help us out. Send down Chip Churn again. He might get claimed is the only problem. Oh, wow. Corson playing good. 941 save percentage and less than 2 goals against average. I have him still signed for a long time, a couple of years at least, and McQuaid's still playing good. He's actually lost 2 in regulation now, but he still has a very good record. Got his first NHL shutout as well, I think. Good job, Manny. Pretty good backup goaltender. He's listed as a starter now, but still. How about AHL-wise? What about our young prospects? Yolonen's still growing. He's a 78 now, so that's good that we put him back down in the minors. How about our medium elite defensive guy? 3 assists, +5 though, so he's still plus defenseman, and he is growing in his defensive categories. He's up to a 65. So he's slowly getting better. How about our goaltender? Yes, Pittis is up to a 70 now. He's taking his sweet ass time to grow as well. Like, he's another one of those goalies that could become a bust, but he's 4-0-3 so far in the AHL, so I hope he has a good year of growth and he's in the NHL in the coming seasons. That means we would have to get rid of either Corson or McQuaid, though, so it's really going to be a tough one to deal with. So, okay, so that's that. Anyways, let's continue with the simulation. I think, unless, do I want to do that thing, send down Chipchura? I think I want to an extent, because I want to have Jacobs as that 7th defenseman. I deserve to scratch Jacobs considering he was a -5. So let's go to roster moves here, make a quick little change. I'd rather call up Hedberg. So we'll call up Hedberg from the AHL, or Hedstrom up Hedberg, and we will send down Jaden Chipchura. I think he was a right winger. Yeah, we'll send down Chipchura. How will it be over the salary cap? One's making less than the other. Okay, I guess I can't do that. Whatever, we'll just leave it. So that Hedberg trade was kind of useless, but I think didn't we get a pick back in that trade as well, so that's not that bad. I think it was like a 3rd that we got, or a 4th. I don't even remember now, but anyways, let's go up right to the trade deadline. Just in case we're not simulating that well, we could always make a trade then. I don't think we're going to have to make any trades, but you never know. We could have always a bad month. But we almost have 30 wins already on the season, so I don't think we're going to have like a bad season, because if we even lose the rest of the games, I don't think we're going to be below 500 almost. Well, we might be a bit below 500, but not by much. Oh, Marshall Tillett has been injured. Of course, it's a defenseman just after I wanted to do that thing, so he's not going to return until January the 25th, so that's only like 10 days. We'll just replace him with Chipchura, I guess. Hopefully, Chipchura could play solid defense. I don't know what his defensive stats look like. So he should be back soon. Oh, he's back already. Okay, good. How was Chipchura's defensive stats? Because if he's not that bad, 3 stars, it's not the greatest. He's got good shot blocking, so I'd rather have Tillett in there. There you go. How's he been now? Still 6 points. At least he's still a plus player. That's pretty good, considering most offensive defensemen, they are always minus players. But scouting assignment again. Let's go to the... Where do we want to go? Let's go scout in Russia. Yeah, let's scout Russia for defensemen. Why not? Okay, game against the Boston Bruins, who we beat in the Stanley Cup Finals last year, and we beat them in a shootout. Nicely done, guys. I think that was the first time we played them this season. I could be wrong, though. We lost badly to Ottawa, but now we're back on a winning streak again. Yeah, we're on a... Okay, never mind. I was going to say a 4-game winning streak, but then we lost. Yeah, we should be a playoff team for sure with this type of play. Like, we win a lot of games, and then we lose a couple games, and then win more. Nice 2-0 shutout. Hopefully, Corson could take home another Vezina trophy. That'd be nice, because he won one, I think it was 2 or 3 seasons ago now. So he is turning out to be a proven goaltender. So we're getting offered a defenseman for Hoffman is 6th and a 7th. Let's just see what this is. Like, I don't know if we'll be able to afford him. We might be able to afford him because he's that low. 74 and a low top 4 and 25. I edited my trading block a bit, but I don't think that is even worth it at all. To pick up a low top 4 that's not even NHL bound for a low top 9 prospect and then 2 picks. Yeah, I don't want to do that. That's a really bad trade. Don't know why New Jersey offered me that even. Jared McCann is on waivers. I don't think we could use a depth centerman, but he's making less than $1 million. We'd be able to claim him, but I don't want to claim him and have cap problems still, so we'll just leave it. Trade deadline is upon us, and are we going to beat Colorado? No, we're not. We're going to get a point, though. So we're 39, 17, and 7 here at the deadline. Still under 20 regulation losses, which is great. And wow, Cramps is a point per game, 63 and 63. How about the standings-wise? We're currently first in our division, tied with Chicago. We're both 15 points above the next team, so we should be a playoff team. And then Tampa Bay's got 81 points. New York's got 81 points. The Canucks look like they're running away with the present, so 93 points unless we get past them somehow. But yeah, it looks like right now we're probably like 3rd in the league. Let's just actually look at the standings because we didn't look at goals for and all that stuff. What's been clicking for us. So yeah, we're 2nd best in the league, tied for 2nd. We have more ROW than Chicago though, so if we tie, we have the better leads still. So goals for per game, we are not scoring as much, but we're still top 10. Goals against per game, we're still not that great. We're still top 10 though, at least. Power play looks really good. Yeah, we have the best power play in the league, 26.1%. Nicely done, guys. 87.4 on the penalty kill as well. So we have a top penalty kill. So our special teams are what's getting us up there. Our home record 17-12-4, but look at that road record 22-5-3. So we're just a good road team. We're not that good on home ice apparently this year. Okay, I'm not going to check the player stats again until we get to the end of the season, but let's advance one day past the trade deadline. That way we could see what trades have happened in the league just for the Google Sheets page, because I don't think we're going to make any trades. I don't think we really need anything at this moment. We beat Tampa Bay 1-0 on the trade deadline. Now let's see what happened at the deadline. Any big blockbuster trades? Let's see, where was it going to go? Yes, there. So, player pick and trading. So let's go to the bottom. I'm not going to read them all out. Let's just look for any huge ones. If I recognize any of the guys. Oh, Thomas Albelin was traded from the Flyers already. So the Flyers pick up Albelin from our trade that we made, and they trade him to the LA Kings for Jyrki Labalainen and a 4th. Interesting. Kyle Connor was traded again. Spike Likens. Jordan Smith. Wasn't that the guy that the Nashville Predators had that they drafted? I don't even remember. Robbie Fabry was traded to Arizona from St. Louis. Okay. Chuck Knubel was traded to the Toronto Maple Leafs, where he actually was drafted from New Jersey. And New Jersey acquired a 1st-round pick, a 3rd, and a prospect just for Chuck Knubel pretty much, and a 4th. So, wow, I guess we could have got a lot more for Chuck Knubel if we would have been able to re-sign him. Other than that, any other prospects of ours that we remember? Marco Mueller, Mantha. Okay, so that's all the trades that happened. Nothing too spectacular unless I just don't recognize a player that's like an elite guy. So that's what happened anyways at the trade deadline. We have a game against Chicago, who's the other team that's up there in points with us. So let's see if we could beat them. That'd be nice if we can. Let's go right up to the end of the season. Okay, let's see. And Jesus Bull's been injured. That's AHL. I'll just replace him. That's fine. And we lose 6-1 against Chicago. So I don't know if we're going to win the President's Trophy again this year, but hopefully we could win that cup at least. I don't know why Chicago is playing so good. Columba has been injured. Let's go replace again. But hopefully we could win another cup again, because Chicago, if they're really good, we might not be able to get past them if we have to face them. It might be really tight. Now, who was back from injury? I didn't even read what it said. Rocky Carlos, I think, was the scratch guy. No, he wasn't. Must have been a forward. Yeah, it must have been... Wait. Let's see. Oh, it's Columba. We had him as a... Who did he replace? Oh, Quick. Yeah, definitely Quick. Julian Quick. Because Columba, I guess, has decent face-off stats. That's why they're putting him as a face-off man. Yes, 70 face-offs. There you go, Columba. Back to the first line, I guess. Scouting assignment now. Columba's... Looks like he's recovered from his injury. I don't know. Let's go defense again. Yeah, let's just keep going defense in Canada. Considering that's usually where the best pick is. And Bryce Miller has been injured. Damn, that sucks. Estimated return is March the 19th, so like another couple weeks. So let me just add the lines and I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, guys, so I put Chip Chara back on the top 6 pairing with Marshall Tillett. Tillett's still a plus player, so despite he's listed as a top 6 defenseman as well. So he was a depth defender, but now he's a top 6. So I'm hoping during the offseason he grows to like an 80 something. That'd be nice. Oh, Jesus, Bull's back as well for the AHL club. Sorry about all these line changes, guys. Yeah, it was where Savret was, even though Savret has potential. Actually, we could use Bull as a scratch. And maybe I'll keep him in a lineup, actually, just because that's how the team's been playing good. So, game against Vegas, we win in the shootout. Game against the Jets, and we win in regulation. Game against Luke Kunin and the Carolina Hurricanes. And we won't find out yet because Bryce Miller is already back. So, Chip Chara, get out of there. I think I like that pickup of Bryce Miller, though. Helps our team out a lot, and he's got only 1 goal, but he's got 25 assists as well. He's -1 now, but he's been a pretty good player for us. A lot of assists. And that's pretty much what we needed, just somebody that could pass the puck really well, I guess, on that power play, and that's why we're clicking so well. But now, okay, we're on a 3-game losing streak, but we ended it, and now we are on a 2-game winning streak, and it's ended again. Looks like we're close to 50 wins. Can we get 50 wins again, guys? Come on, just beat one of these teams, and we get our 50th win in the last game of the season against the Devils, and we finish the season to 50, 24, and 8. And our AHL team finishes 41, 29, and 12. So both of our teams should have made the playoffs, which is great. So yeah, we finished first in the West, I think. Yeah, we finished first maybe in the West. Yeah, we don't get the President's Trophy because Vancouver just smoked everybody this year. 125 points, which is more than we had last year even. Last year, I think we had 120 maybe. So at least we won our division, that's good, and we finished second best in the league. We were still like almost 20 points behind Vancouver. Let's see, goals for per game on average, how did we finish? We actually dropped down a bit. So maybe our offense isn't that good. Okay. Goals against per game on average, we were still one of the best defensive teams in the league, so that's good. We weren't the best. The best was Vancouver at a 1.85. Damn. Power play percentage, we had the top power play before, but we dropped down and Edmonton passed us. Okay, that's fine. Penalty kill looks still pretty strong. Yep, penalty kill is still top 10, I think, at least. Not bad. Our home record finished 23, 13, and 5, so we turned that around a bit. And our road record, 27, 11, and 3. Last 10, 5, 4, and 1. So we didn't play that greatest going into the playoffs, but we might have a good simulation in the playoffs. You never know. Let's just check our AHL team. Where did they finish? Iowa. Where is Iowa? They made the playoffs. Yeah, good. 41, 29, and 12. Okay. Let's now check the player stats. Hopefully we had some good player stats. And Urkramps led the team with 77 points. So the first time Kaprizov didn't lead the team in points. Schultz was 65 points, so he had a good second half of the season. Kaprizov 61, so Kaprizov still at 32 years of age is still scoring goals, 33 of them. Fitzgerald 61 points as well, so that looks like the top line and the second line is the most offensive. Haas had a 50-point season, so he's actually playing good for an 83. Surprised he hasn't grown. Ruchin 48 points, nicely done. Ruchin I don't think he won't win a back-to-back Norrises, but that's still pretty solid. And he was a plus 29 as well. He had over 100 penalty minutes this year. I like this guy. He plays good in every single category pretty much. Sure 46 points, Davison 30, Miller 30 points, only 1 goal but 29 assists. Kilger 28 points, Dumba 24. Oh, that was a bad season for Dumba. He's on decline probably for sure, even though his overall team. Like a couple seasons ago, 64, then 46, and now he's down to 24. Still plus 28, but like he didn't put up as much points. Fairchild 23, he's probably just going to go to free agency again. He's the guy that we signed on a contract. Malone 21 points, Hodges 18, Granlund only 14 in his last potential season. He's still 79 though, unless there's a depth guy. He might retire this year considering he's 38. Hopefully we can get him another cup. Baran 13 points, Tillett 8 points, but it was a plus 3. So that's good that he was a plus defenseman. Not the most points, but I think next year he'll come back better. Jacobs 6 points. Chipchura 2 points in 7 games as depth guy. Goaltending, Corson 41, 19, and 6. 6 shutouts, a 9.28 save percentage, and a 2.12 goals against average. Good. And then McQuaid 9, 5, and 2, so he lost a lot more games. 0.909 save percentage, and a 2.64 goals against average. So McQuaid had a bit of a bad year in comparison to last year, obviously, where he went like 13-0, but still not too bad. AHL-wise, Pittis went 6, 3, and 5. A 9.10 save percentage and a 2.46 goals against average. Don't really care about Kessel though, to be honest, because even though he's a fringe starter, he's not going to turn out to be anything too huge. And then Forsberg led the team in points. Yolonen's up to a 79 now, nice. 63 points. Jelna, 53 points. Peltonen, 53. Huey, 47. Anybody important? Oh, yeah, our medium elite guy. Where is our medium elite? Oh, there he is. 8 assists. So once again, he has no goals. Yeah, he has yet to score a goal in 2 full seasons in the minors, but he does have 15 assists. So he's not that bad of a defenseman. He's just not one of those guys that score goals. He's up to a 67 now, so hopefully he's in the 70s by next season at least to play in the AHL, because he'll probably be 20 by then. Carlos, 6 points. Okay, and we already checked goaltending, so that's that. Now let's see who we are up against in the first round of the playoffs. Hopefully it's a team that we could easily get past. Hopefully it's not a strong team like Dallas. Well, Dallas actually still has John Tavares, I think, so let's see who is it going to be. And it's going to be the Arizona Coyotes. Nice. The first time we've I think it's the first time we've ever had to play them in the playoffs. Maybe we played them 1 year. I don't remember for sure. Let's take a look at what their lines look like. Let's see, Arizona. So first line, Keller, Strome, and Perlini. Perlini's not that good of a first liner, but Strome and Keller are really good, and they're getting older actually too. So this team is getting closer to retirement stages. Kip Betts, who was this guy with? Oh, he was just with Arizona. Tyson Jost is still there. Or Jost, depends how you pronounce it. Robbie Fabry, who they actually picked up in that trade on the trade deadline that we were looking at from St. Louis. Jeff Dundas, okay. Cole Garrison, that's a good prospect. That guy will eventually take over Strome. Walensky, Lolit. What do I recognize that name? Okay. Wellwood, Bob Cullen, and Harold Exelby. Okay, interesting. Defensively, Kilger, yes. So we have Tommy Kilger's brother, let's just say, Victor Kilger. He was drafted 3rd overall just a couple years ago. And then Miro Heiskanen, that's a pretty solid top 2. Then they also have Victor Dexter, Gabriel Carlson, Rudy Schlemko, and Ryan Merkley. So their defensive core is better than ours, obviously. Goaltending wise, they have Alexis Gravel, who was our GMO legend in our Vancouver series in NHL 17. He's getting close to his retirement stages. I know he's had some good seasons, but bad ones as well. Yeah, he played good in 24-25, but he's had little rough seasons since then. So this is the first year probably Arizona's been in the playoffs in quite a while. And Peter Sekera is the backup. Scratch, they have Yamamoto, Piro Zabottle, and Rasmus Anderson. Okay, so overall wise, I think it might be an even matchup because they do have a lot of better players probably in a sense than ours, but we still have our good goaltending core in comparison to theirs, I think. Yeah, because Corson could definitely outdo Alexis Gravel, I hope. So we'll see how that ends up in next episode. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time.